oh no, the season's actually good. I really need to make another one of those seasonal videos. Oh shit, I haven't done one of these in 2 years. Oh god, this is gonna suck. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the sequels, and obviously with Boruto, because really, guys, Naruto just ended and you're just gonna make more filler? And I don't mean that as a joke, like they actually started with filler instead of the canon Boruto. Like, are you actually kidding me? Well, I guess I'll just keep on watching. Maybe I'll get back to canon in like half a year. Yay! Okay, now let's do some I actually enjoy, starting with Boku no Hero Academia, because I've read the manga and this season is just gonna be great. With a tournament arc, and it's even 2 core, so it's gonna continue past the tournament arc. And yeah, like, tournament arcs are really good for some reason, and this one's no exception. So just, if you haven't seen the first season, like, shame on you. That's good shonen shit. And if you've watched the first season, then why aren't you watching the second season? Like, I'd actually be surprised if you've watched the first season and haven't been watching the second season, so why am I even talking about this? Let's just move on to the next one. Okay, so let's just address the elephant in the room before it tramples us all. It's Attack on Titan Season 2. Everyone, and I think literally everyone in the anime community has been waiting for this to come out for the past 4 years. So yeah, I think it's safe to assume this is overhyped as fuck. But the last, what, 7 episodes have proven that it actually lived up to the hype. And of course, all the freaking manga readers are gonna say, "Oh, we told you so, we told..." Well, I don't read it because the fucking art style is shit, okay? Okay? Yeah, okay. Triggered enough people. Now, let's get back to the anime. It's amazing. So, yeah, what else can you say about it? Just freaking watch the first season if you haven't yet, and freaking watch the second if you've seen the first season, because, like, what are you doing with your life? Seriously. Okay, so Sword Oratoria is a spin-off of Danmachi, and they fucked it up. It's fucking shit. And I don't mean that as in Oratoria itself is shit. No, the adaptation is like actually ruining the light novel. It's actively ruining the source material. You know how in the light novel spin-off, Ice is the main character? Well, let's make this annoying side character the main character for no apparent reason. And also make her like twice as annoying. Yeah, that sounds like a fucking amazing idea. Let's do that. And also double the fan service. Yeah, just no. I've only read the first volume and that was the first 3 episodes, so I immediately dropped it before it ruined my experience with the rest of the light novel. Now, Shingeki no Bahamut Virgin Soul has been enjoyable for the first 6 episodes, but there was something about the first season that this one also has. But I can't put my finger on what it was exactly. What was it? Oh yeah, that's right, it was the opening. Well, okay, it's not a good sign if you watch a show just for the opening, so yeah, I gotta say the show itself is enjoyable, and Nina's cute and all, but I don't know where it's going exactly. Like, it's one of those shows with a moral grey area, so there's no clear villain, but it's also got a lot of comedy to it, so maybe that's good. I just know that I enjoy it, so I'll just keep watching it, I guess, since there's no real downside to it anyway. Oh, this show on the other hand, this is just one big downside. I can actually feel my brain cells dying every time I watch an episode, so please just don't watch it like me. I don't know why I'm still watching this. Please send help. I don't think I'll be able to take this any longer. Please make it stop. Now, Rokudenshi Majutsu, Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructors, actually pretty good. Like, the first episode is just generic and trash, but it actually picks up afterwards in the second episode, and well, it's not good, but it's a nice watch for the season. I wouldn't really go back to it if you're watching this after it's ended. Okay, so Clockwork Planet. It's by the same guy as No Game No Life. And I gotta say, dude, I knew you can do better. But then he's like, ooh, let's make a planet out of clockwork. And then this guy is like super good at hearing clockwork. And he gets this female servant that's just too much into him right off the bat. And it's really, really weird. And that's like the only entertaining thing about the show, like that robot just throwing herself at him. That's the only comedy we get, because the rest is just bad and the story is just boring. And yeah, just I can't wait for this to end so I can watch anything else. Now, Renai Bouken, or Love Tyrant, is a show about a guy getting coupled with a chick. That's nice. But then he also gets coupled with Cupid, and also the other chick's cousin, and they're all immortal now, and it's kind of weird, but it's really funny. And I would actually recommend it to people who like harems, despite it like not really being a harem, since the guy only likes the main chick. Oh, by the way, did I mention the main chick is a yandere? So if you like comedy harems and shit, then you should probably watch this. Now, Busou Shoujo God damn it. Aren't girls Okay, this show is nice. It's one of those high school fighting harem bullshit shows that keep popping up like Asterisk War and Chivalry of a Failed Knight. Like the guy's overpowered and stuff, but the setup is just unique enough that it's worth a watch despite being a harem. Now, Recreators is an interesting anime because it's about fictional characters entering the real world instead of the other way around, and then having them fight each other for like no fucking reason whatsoever. Okay, maybe there is a reason, but that's like spoilers and shit, and well, I don't like those. But it's really well done with like amazing animation and soundtrack and interesting characters, and those are kind of important in this kind of show. And it's 2 cours, so that's gonna be really interesting to see how it goes. Okay, so I don't know what the actual fuck is going on with the title of this show, but so far the build-up and pacing have been great, and I expect to shed many tears in the final episodes. And yeah, I just don't want to spoil anything because it's actually a really good one, and it might get recognition for it eventually, because I think it's 2 cours. There hasn't been any word on an official confirmation, but yeah, it might actually be the best show of this season. Okay, so this one's getting a little bit confusing with all the Zero Hajimeru blah 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 titles, and it's actually not the sequel to ReZero. So yeah, sorry, you got your hopes up, didn't you? Well, you're shit out of luck, because this is just an average okay anime about a witch and a furry. I mean a beast. Why is this anime so confusing? Okay, well, except for confusing, it's also alright, and I don't know, it's not really got any standout points, except for, well, obviously the weird dynamic between the characters. I'll keep watching it, but I'm not really expecting anything outstanding. Okay, so this show is about a little girl with supernatural powers that fights against other girls with supernatural powers, and then also about this old guy that does not give a fuck about any of that and just wants to live his life in peace. And also there's a fuck ton of really bad CGI, and yeah, I don't really know where this is going, but it's alright. I don't know, I haven't seen that much of it, and there hasn't been a confirmed episode count, so I might drop this. Now, Atom the Beginning is kind of special since it's the prequel to the actual oldest anime there is, Astro Boy. But beside that did you know fact, it's also about two guys making a robot and programming it to become a hero of sorts, and it's just really interesting to see that process. So I'll definitely watch this until the end. Yeah, so this Grand Blue Fantasy thing doesn't look all that special. It's from a game? Wait, it's by the same makers as Shingeki no Bahamut's game? Okay, so it's by the same guys as a great show. Now you got my hopes up, and I just hope I don't get let down that much if it's bad, and it's just gonna be another nice surprise if it's good. Well, there you have it, the spring 2017 anime season. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, except for maybe if you like a manga, but yeah, overall just a great season with a lot of sequels that were also great, and I hope the next season will be as good as this. Wait, I don't have to do another one of these then too, right? Right?